Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. And everything gets a little more intense as we get to the sectional semifinal game between New Trier and Glenbrook South. This year, the sectional being held at New Trier at the Northfield campus, while they construct a new gym over in the Winnetka campus. As expected, we've got a large crowd on hand. And we're ready for the opening tip, and won by the Titans of Glenbrook South. We got a whiteout night, huh? The New Trier student section wearing the white shirts, stolen away by Canelos. Canelos drives and knocked out of his hand. Possession will be retained by New Trier. Given the choice between being in the stands with all the fans and getting everybody in the way or being on the stage, we obviously chose the stage. The shot was no good by Van Gorp. Titans regroup after a failed shot attempt. Setting it up into the paint. Going for the long distance three. No. Van Gorp with the rebound, gave it to Canelos. Canelos kicks it back out, and Fegan goes for the three. Swishery for three for Fegan. I even got coaches here sitting right down in front of me as the best seat in the house. Titans with it. Glenbrook South. New Trier, second game of the fall in there. Second game of the meetings out of the three. New Trier did a number on Glenbrook South, but of course, you're in the playoffs and things get a little more intense. Butterflies start flying. A lot of other things that happen. Canelos. And he gave it to Fegan. Fegan swisher, trying for the swisher. He missed. Little bit to the left. On the rotation. Actually, the West campus, this gym was larger than the old gym. Say it's about 1,000 more than the old Gates gym. Actually, we'll seat more than the new gym. Feller and went to Van Gorp, and Van Gorp slams it home. But they haven't really maintained the stands here in Northfield, considering the hasn't really been a basketball team here except for this year. And a little bit of last year. It hasn't been a team regularly playing here since 1981. There's a shot, nope. And Fegan with the rebound. No. Van Gorp, and he lost the handle, but yeah, now it's Glenbrook South ball. Trevians lead by 3 early in the going in a slow and sloppy kind of first half, but bench warning on Glenbrook South. I don't know what that was about. Maybe where he was standing or something. what he said to the coach, to the ref. And stolen by Fegan, and Fegan puts it in for the deuce. To the side, into the paint, and blocked by Van Gorp. And up and in by Fegan again. I take that back. That was Feller to finish that off, and Trevians with a 7-point lead. As we said, New Trier did a number on Glenbrook South. Here on the floor a couple of weeks ago. On the side, trying for the shot. No, is blocked, but a foul. And gets the first of the free throws. Ian Brown and Canales, I believe, have checked in. Ian Brown, anyway. Got it. Canales with the basketball. Evan Canales. Gave it off. Trying to find a shot off. He tried to, Fegan saved it. Put it to the corner. Now Trevians steal it. And the Butterflies are certainly flying here with Glenbrook South. Kobe Smith drives to the basket and puts it on. Trevians have a shot to go down state, of course. Both these teams obviously have a shot to go down state. You win the sectional, you're in the Sweet 16. And the foul. And Jake Fegan will go to the line. Trevian lead at 7. Missed the first. And Fegan goes for the second here. Hope you like our broadcast. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Got one of the two. Trevian lead at 8. Up top. On the rotation, on the setup. Drive in the deuce on the underhanded layup. Canales. Yoshitani set the check in for the Trevians. Canales to Fegan. Canales. And Canales drives and puts it in. stop and drop for the 3. Yoshitani. Into the game. Feller to Canelos. I was watching and not talking. On the side. And the foul. 5-point Trevian lead. Minute 19 left in the first quarter. Inbounded to Canelos. Will bring it back across the timeline. Give it to Yoshitani. Feller. Give it to Smith. Back to Feller. To Yoshitani. Canelos. Trevian's going to try and hold it for the last shot, maybe. Fagan. Back out to Canelos. Yeah. Last shot of the quarter, I think, maybe. And back out to Canelos. And they are going to hold it for the last shot here. Feller. No, I was right. Canelos. Fagan. Fagan drives and puts it in. And that'll do it for the first half. First quarter, rather. Trevians lead at 16-9 at the end of the first quarter. Sectional semifinal. New Trier leading 16-9. Just started the second quarter. Canelos. He'll try for the 3. No. Loose on the floor. Mad scrum. Still bouncing around, and now the Glenbrook South Titans have it. Last year, the sectional was at Glenbrook South. I would think the next 2 years it'll be at New Trier. The 1 year here, and then 1 year at New Trier at the new gym. It doesn't count. Look good. Doesn't count. There's a block foul well out on the floor before Fagan went. Feller to Canelos. Back to Feller. Fagan, stop, and a little short, got his own rebound. Tried again, no. And Feller puts it up for the deuce. And the Trevians lead up to 9 here. Glenbrook South. Setting it up. And the shot, no. One of the things about these games is that he got a foul there. One of the things about these games, though, that as far as our broadcasts go, is we don't get, I'm not sure if it's from the super sectional. I know downstate, if New Trier goes downstate, I do not get broadcast rights. I'm not allowed to do anything on that, on putting it up on YouTube, or for that matter, any of the broadcasts. My cable outlets or anything else, can't do a darn thing on that. Fagan. On the rotation, Smith, no. Back up top. And going for the 3. Yep. Trevians inbound. Still have the big lead here for a playoff game. 6 points. Van Gorp to Fagan and the foul. And player control foul. Yoshitani checks in, replacing Smith. Titans with the basketball. Glenbrook South trying to get back in this one a little bit. Not that they're been out of it. They're down by 6. They get down by 4 now. Canelos. Trevians had a little dead spot in their scoring. Foul on the floor before the shot. .441 to play in the first half. Feller gave it to Canelos. And, Van Gorp. Had a little trouble with it. Under the basket. Canelos. Rotation and going for the 3. No. And Van Gorp picks it up. Feller. Canelos. Back to Feller. And his shot was a bit heavy. Glenbrook South with it. New Trier's run into a little dead spot scoring-wise here. To the side, into the paint. On the outside for 3 heavy. Trevians with the rebound. Feller. Gave it off to Canelos. Canelos kicked it back. Yoshitani. Feller. Back to Yoshitani. Back to Feller. Canelos. Fagan, and Fagan lost the handle. But apparently he put it off the leg of the Titan, and it'll be New Trier basketball. Ian Brown will check in. .311 to play. The inbound to Canelos. Canelos gave it to Fagan. Fegan up, no. Got his own rebound and missed it. Out of bounds. But it's Trevians basketball. Out for Fegan. Give it back to Feller. Back outside. Feller. Canelos. Canelos with it. Give it off to Brown. Back to Canelos. And the shot, no. And Glenbrook South with it. Nutcher's really in a dead spot here. But Glenbrook South isn't doing much better. The score's been about the same for 3 minutes. Yeah, up top. Player control foul. Ben, I can't see through you. Sit, Max, can't see through you. Sit down. Thank you. I guess it's the sophomore team that's sitting down here in front of me. Canelos. Fegan. Yoshitani. Canelos. Kicked it back out. Brown. Feller, Canelos, and we're down to less than a minute to play here in the first half. Wide open, swishery for three for Ian Brown. And the dry spell has been broken. And over the, no, in for the deuce. Five-point Trevian lead. And Nutcher will hold it for the last shot here. Canelos. To Fegan. And Fegan lost the handle. And blocked. Try again, and up and in for the deuce. At the buzzer. And we are at halftime here at New Trier. Trevians lead by 3 as we go to halftime. The Titans will inbound it. A quick little flurry at the end there, and they've Glenbrook South cut the Trevians lead to 3. Glenbrook South with it. Looks like we're going to have a low-scoring game here. The sectional semifinal. Spinorama move up and in, and the lead is down to a single digit. New Trier with the basketball. And kick. Trevian will keep possession. Feller inbounds it. Up top. And nope. Feller got the rebound. It was Fagan that tried the three. To Fagan. To Van Gorp. Van Gorp. To Canellos. Who gave it to Feller. Back to Canellos. Kobe Smith. And Canellos. On the setup, Smith. Canellos. Fagan. And had his pocket pick. Going for the three. Yes! And the Glenbrook South Titans take the lead. Canellos. Van Gorp. Feller to the side. Canellos. Smith drove the baseline and then kicked it back out to Canellos. Canellos into the paint. Gave it to Van Gorp. And I think he stepped on the line. Glenbrook South will inbound. They have taken a lead here. Titans. Spinorama shot, yes, for a deuce. And suddenly it's a 4-point lead. The swing is switched to Glenbrook South here. And the foul. The inbound, Fagan, and Fagan got fouled. The inbound, Fagan, no. And coming back. 4-point Glenbrook South lead now. Underneath and make it a 6-point lead. And timeout taken. And the Glenbrook South faithful behind us here, celebrating them. Canellos to Feller. Trying again for the three. Missed everything. That was, who was that? Ian Brown? Yeah. Back top. Glenbrook South with the setup. And shot short. I think Canals got a little piece of that. Fagan gave it to Canals. Back to Canals, and he couldn't get it to drop on the layup. into the paint and pocket picked. Feller, I think, did that. Canelos kicked it back out top. Fegan and Ian Brown. Nope. Loose on the floor. Glenbrook South with the. Now after the play, they're calling a foul on both sides. So it'll still be Glenbrook South basketball. Yeah, he got entangled and wasn't a major foul, but it was a foul. 6-point, Titan lead, and now foul. And Yoshitani, I believe. The inbound. And player control, block foul. Canelos. And it was a kick. The ball was kicked. Possession retained by New Trier. Feller. And blocked, but Trevians will still keep possession here. New Trier's had a long spell here where they haven't scored. Inbounded to Yoshitani. Gave it to Fegan, and now they're going to call Fegan with the foul for putting the shoulder in. And Smith checks in for Feller. And now Quinfinity checks in. Across the timeline. Up top. And foul, player control foul. Jake Fegan drew the foul. Fegan with the basketball. And 6-point Glenbrook South lead here. And forward and back. Trevians making a lot of errors now. Trying to force the thing a little bit. Canelos will check back in. And Fegan will get a rest. Gave the lane, threw it out of bounds. Zigzag play. Somebody zigged when he should have zagged. And we've got ourselves a real low-scoring game. The sectional semifinal And this has been another year where everything's been pretty predictable. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the sectional seating playing here. And yes, a 3. I believe that was a 3. Having trouble. Trevians applying a little pressure on the ball there. And up and over everything. Got the rebound, put it in. And Canelos with the drive and puts it home. And a timeout taken. Titans up by 3. A lot of time left in this one. Winding down the third quarter. Glenbrook South. Set up top. And the green team wearing white tonight on the whiteout. And call that a foul. Canelos. .34 seconds left here in the quarter. And Yoshitani will check in for Ian Brown. Up top. Thought to go to the basket. Had the lane closed down on him. Up top. Going for the 3. Short. Put back. No. Picked up by Yoshitani. Or take it back. That was Canelos. Back to Canelos. And he did get it. Yes. Little fadeaway jumper from the top of the key for Canelos. And we're done with 3 quarters here. Glenbrook South leads this one, 29-28 over the New Trier Trevians. As we go to the fourth quarter, the Trevians will inbound it. Up top, in for Fegan. Fegan puts it in. Trevians have regained the lead here. 30-29 in the fourth quarter. Kind of tells you the problems both teams have had scoring. I think the Butterflies have been flying around a lot tonight. And in for the deuce. And Glenbrook South takes the lead by a point. Canelos. Fegan. Fegan strong arming his way up and put it up short. Titans with the basketball. Up top. And go for the 3. Yes. And up to a 4-point Glenbrook South lead. Canelos to Feller, back to Canelos. Smith, it wasn't Smith, it was Brown. Going for the three, heavy. Coming back. Very heavy, actually. Inside, takes the shot. No, but the foul. Five-point. Titan lead. Feller with the rebound, gave it to Canelos. Canelos across the timeline. And Canelos, after a little dipsy-doodling around, puts it in. I guess he threw an arm in there, and it's New Trier basketball. Canelos. Now Smith for the three. Yes! Swisheree for three. For Kobe Smith. Big time three. On the side. Oh, they let him get away. I think New Trier people thought he got away with the travel, and is whatever the ref says it is. Up top. And a little bit of happy feet, perhaps. Strong arm took the shot. No. Wow. Getting really rugged out there. And going for the three, yes. Canelos. Fagan. And Fagan got fouled. Driving the lane. Are we at the one end? Yes, we are. Four minutes and change. Couple of pennies, I think. Left in the fourth quarter. Lucky bounce on the rim. Gets the first. And missed the second. Trevians down by 2, I believe. Glenbrook South with the basketball. Up top. across the rim. Glenbrook South got their own rebound. Got a foul in there. I think it's Canelo's. Yeah. And the Glenbrook South Titans will inbound it. 3:38 left to play in regulation, out of bounds. Last touch by the Trevians. We'll do it all over again. And up and in on the deuce. Canelos. And foul, and Jake Fegan will go to the line. Now they see the plan is not giving Jake Fegan an open shot here. Gets the first. And Tyler Van Gorp checks back in for Nutri, along with Yoshitani, Jun Yoshitani. Got them both. Glenbrook's out. Up top. Glenbrook's out with the basketball. Now they'll might even work the clock a little bit here with the lead. And again, they fall on the player control with the arm. And Ian Brown checks back in. .248 left to play in fourth quarter. Question of clock or something? Don't know what the issue was. Inbounded. Canelos. Canelos gets it off to Feller. Feller in tight for Brown. Back top, back to Brown. Brown turns the corner and puts it in. Make it Fegan put it in. And we are tied at 40. Glenbrook's out. Up top. We're knotted at 40 with about 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Glenbrook's out. Being deliberate. Up top. And again, being deliberate. Maybe even trying for the last shot. Could well be. And both it fouls there. I don't know what the argument is here, having to do with people on the floor. There isn't a lot of space between the stage gym lip here, which is where we're shooting from, and the floor, the player's bench. Glenbrook South gets the basketball after the coincidental fouls. And going for the three, no. And Fagan with the rebound. Canelos. And timeout taken. Yeah, timeout taken. 51 seconds left in regulation. New Trier will inbound. Canelos. Canelos. And I think the Trevians might well be doing the same thing, going for the last shot. Canelos. Bounce it around a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm right. Last shot. Gave it to Feller. Feller gave it back to Canelos. Canelos to Fagan. Fagan backs up and no, out of bounds, but it will be New Trier possession. He got stuffed. 1.4 seconds left. Timeout taken. 40-40 tie. Dramatics here in Northfield. Feller inbounds. Feller to Canelos. And Canelos puts it in. Trevians win. And that'll do it for us for this game. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. New Trier goes to the sectional final. This is Mark Braun. Thanks for watching, and we say as always, so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.